Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Last time, it wasn't letting me sleep for a moment because it was paused. Last time we went down to Tyranida's lair where we met the golden dragon Heliceliax, who is Heliax's grandfather probably, obviously. And we killed him because he was helping cultists and we can't have that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So he's dead. We got a couple cool items, but not really anything that great, to be honest. A little disappointed in the loot we got from him. Oh, we can't do haste, huh? Then let's get a scroll of... I wonder why you can use some of these level 4 spells. Oh no, we really need to buy the big scroll kit, though. That would be really useful. Get a scroll of Fireball. But yeah, we did that, but it left us very injured. I once saw a notorious scoundrel and thief who announced he was going to live a righteous life. He looked like a caged beast. I see the same despair in your eyes that I saw in his. What matters is I am no longer making other people miserable. As for myself, I have never been truly happy. Perhaps the goddess will one day send me that feeling. Not as long as you're traveling with us, I'm afraid. I wish I could warn her. Leave. Don't stay near Manarak. If Desna was a good goddess, she would have warned her already. She's still blinded. I was half hoping that a rest would heal that, but nope. Hail! Droglinda Stranglehold salutes you with her bald hand. Amidst the critical shortage of supplies, a number of soldiers who call themselves the Fellows of the Crusade have set up a black market in the army. They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scrolls for tobacco and rations. They know better than to ask for anything from command, so they take care of themselves, and if someone's not happy with the trade, out come the knives. I don't know how to deal with it, except by alleviating the shortage of essential supplies. We should press Mendev for more deliveries, and we need to sort out our storage. Build some decent warehouses. Right now, it's a thief's paradise. An underground market, huh? What's so bad about that? Let him trade things. Let's authorize it. Then there won't be a black market, just a normal legit market. If someone is in need of something, we are the ones who must provide it. We should ask the priests of many different gods. They have wealth and influence. Maybe they can help. They're fighting over food and equipment? Windwalk smirks. Then let them do it. We'll host fights where everyone can prove themselves and earn supplies and gear. Let our resources go to the best warriors. Who are these fellows? Every army has people like them. Crafty folk who are willing to survive at all costs. Keep in mind, these aren't brigands. Otherwise, they wouldn't have enlisted in the Crusader army. They want to free Galarian from the demons just as much as anyone. But their choice of method is indiscriminate, to say the least. Not everyone joins the crusade out of the goodness of their heart. Some are hiding from Mendev's justice, some are here for glory, some are dreaming of treasure and spoils. We've got repentant cutthroats, illegitimate children, adventurers, rogues, all kinds. And each one of them is poor and used to not being able to rely on those in power. In their experience, everyone who has any sort of influence is a greedy cheat, and only common folk can be trusted. That's why they call themselves the Fellows of the Crusade. There are your fellow soldiers who are trying to make things fair in their own way, and others follow suit. Whether they really believe them or they're just doing it as a jest, who knows? Why don't we deal with the root of the problem? We'll purge our ranks of the Fellows and put everything back in order. Because they are not the root of the problem. When the army has everything they need, these Fellows are just like any other soldier. But when it's like this, empty warehouses, rotten gear, not enough food to eat, many may be forced off the straight and narrow. These are ordinary soldiers. They're not saints, that's true. But they're not hopeless reprobates either. But when you charge into battle every day, you learn to value your life, and you get used to the idea that you are the only one who's responsible for it. Your commander's not your mommy or daddy. And they're not going to appear on the battlefield and give you a potion to save you from a curse, or die for you if you don't have one in your bag. So they make do. Well, Jeff, how did you end up on this council? And why not, huh? I'm your man when it comes to fetching the unfetchable, you know? So I figured I could show the lads in your army how it's done. And it never hurts to be close to those in charge of grub and new boots. Suggestions. Woljif? Fighting under the counter trade goes about as well as smacking nettles with a stick. Swing all you like, even pave over it. It'll just grow through the stone. If soldiers are trading, it's because they gotta. So let them trade out in the open. We'll build them a market and keep an eye on it to make sure there's no tussle. That the trade's more or less honest. We'll even be able to make a tidy sum out of it ourselves. It's a pretty decent idea, really. The Queen has put you at the head of a disciplined army. Are you sure these kinds of liberties won't hurt that discipline and turn them into a mercenary gang? I mean, as long as they're still loyal to me, like, it's fine. Arushale? The churches of many gods support the Crusaders' cause. They heal, bless, pray. If we ask them, maybe they'll help us ease the shortage of provisions and gear. I'm sure that if we build some shrines, the priests won't refuse to help us. The priests are gonna help us? Give me a break. They're only generous with prayers and good wishes. Wenduag? I say that armor, weapons, all of it must be to the best. We'll build a fighting pit and invite any soldier who wants something to compete. The winner walks away with supplies, the loser gets some training and a lesson. It will kill the spirit of camaraderie and increase the number of non-combatant injuries, which will be another blow to our supplies of healing potions. I can't approve of this plan. Dorglenda, we need to keep pressing Mendev, double or triple our efforts if we have to, until they finally get proper supply chains up and running. Let the Queen come up with a new tax, and make the aristocrats pay up or go into debt. That's not our problem. Neresian sent us here to win a war, so let's make them take care of our needs. Honestly, at this point, our soldiers don't even have a clean shirt to die in with some dignity if they fall. She frowns. Although I'm familiar with those misers from the treasury, it's like getting blood from a stone. Mendev's already up to its neck in debt. You can keep shaking an empty mug, but you'll never get more than 3 drops. Honestly, I think Woljif is the best idea. Market increases finance point income by 20 and material points by 1. Only 1 market could be built in each fort. Shrines increase energy point income by 1 and finance point by 10. A fighting pit provides 1 bonus to initiative for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. Only 1 fighting pit can be built in each fort. A warehouse increases finance point income by 100 if built next to an inn. Material point income by 1 if it's built next to a supply center. And energy points if built next to a sanctuary. Honestly, that's a pretty good bonus there. But there's a lot of like caveats, right? It has to be built next to certain things, which limits us. Whereas a market, just straight up 20 and 1 for each one we build. We're gonna go with Woljif. We'll build a market and allow the soldiers to trade supplies. That's the wisest solution right there. The market will fix everything on its own. When there's trade, there's gold and life. Thank you for making the call, Commander. I'll report all further developments directly to you. If you run into anything else that requires your attention, I will immediately convene the council. Yeah. I think Dorlind, whatever her name is, her option was probably the best, but yeah. Commander, the capital needs you to take decisive action. There has been a major scandal. The nation of Andoran, our diplomatic partner, has sent its army to help the crusade. However, this apparently generous gesture is nothing more than political provocation. The Andorans noticed that the emerging rapprochement between Mendev and Cheliax has been jeopardized. They wish to widen the divide between Neresian and Egorian, and so they have deliberately sent their army to our territory without our approval. If Mendev accepts this help, it will cool our relations with Isger and their suzerain, Cheliax. The Royal Council expects you to reject Andoran aid. Direct them toward Her Majesty's court. They are welcome to negotiate with the capital. Unfortunately, we can't disregard the decision made by Her Majesty and her council. Socio pauses, then suddenly gives you a sly smile. But those Andarans didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since Nerisian forbids them from joining our army. Darren regards Lady Konomi with feigned disapproval. Come now, Lady Konomi. Hold this suspicion. I am sure that the Andarans are driven by nothing more than benevolence and concern for our collective future. We simply must accept them like dear friends. If the whole deal is about them being Andarans, wait, I thought that was Windowog for a second. If the whole deal is about them being Andarans, they should just stop being them. Take down the banners, call themselves mercenaries. Problem solved. What's the gist of this political conflict? Isger is a protectorate of Cheliax, and Andarin and Cheliax have a long history of feuds. For the Andarans, the highest values are freedom and equality. And for the Cheliaxians, those people, it's order and hierarchy. It's as if the two countries were made to be at odds. The fact that they are both allied with Mendev doesn't stop them from settling scores at any opportunity. For the time being, Nerisian considers it more advantageous to cooperate with Egorian, the capital of Cheliax. No one is cutting ties with Andarin, no. It's just that the relations have cooled somewhat. It's a common occurrence in the politics of major powers. When you ruined the carefully devised deal with Isger, Cheliax's protectorate, and did not call for their help, you sent a message to Andarin. The alliance with Egorian is not as strong as before. Act now. As a result, they have resorted to a provocation. Either Nerisian accepts their forces, thus aggravating Cheliax even further, or risks a diplomatic row. What's Woldriff doing on this council? I can see that this tiefling possesses a keen mind and the most important trait in politics. A complete lack of conscience. He would make a terrible leader, but he'll prove useful to you as an advisor. Yep, I traded my conscience for a cherry roll back when I was a kid. Hey, what do you mean terrible? Let's see what they say. Hopefully the advice you're about to hear won't lead to an undesirable war. Social. I come from Andarin myself, and, as Shelyn is my witness, I wish I could offer another solution, but we have sworn an oath to Her Majesty. And Nerisian doesn't wish to see Andarin troops in Dresden. We have no right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. After all, this war is not just some political conflict. This is a battle for the fate of Galarian. Everyone is entitled to do their part. What touching bashfulness. You're proposing we behave like the daughter of a noble family who wants to give herself to a dashing bard, but keep her maiden honor? David, does it become us to reject the aid of our valiant allies who are on their way here to share the burden of this holy war? I sense the sense of pride, envy, and, yes, a whiff of covetousness too, coming from the direction of Nerisian. But there can be no place for sin on a crusade. Lady Konomi shudders pointedly. Don't forget about the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery. Your jests will lead to diplomatic disaster. Perhaps, perhaps not. One thing I can say for sure. This is a bold move by Andarin. They are willing to invest much in this cause. Our cause. I see no reason to refuse. I never was fond of Cheliax anyway. I don't like their practices. Or their wine. Woldriff? I know a guy or two with connections in merc circles. A bit creepy, but they keep their word. It'll take 5 minutes for him to turn an Andarin army into a mercenary company. They'll dig up some distinguished name of some currently retired group, fix you up with banners and uniforms, and record the company's arrival in the books of the local mercenary guild. Even the fussiest clerk won't realize that they're not well-respected dogs of war, but a detachment of Andarin regulars. And just like that, under neutral banners, we've accepted our new friends into our army. Clever, eh? Lady Konomi? Firstly, because it is the wish of the capital. Lady Konomi falls silent for a few moments, letting the weight of her argument sink in. Girl, how have you not figured out by now that I don't give a shit about the capital? And secondly, you do understand that this situation is larger and more complex than what you can see from Dresden? It would be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Cheliax at the moment, and Andarin is pushing us to do exactly that. I can promise you that Mendev will compensate you for your losses, regarded not by consideration of our own benefit, but for the good of your army and the entire crusade. Nuh-uh, no dice. When they give you something, you take it, especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us that garbage about compensating us later. The authorities do it whenever it's fleecing time, and then what? The people get nothing back, compensating my tail. No more questions? Let's see what we got here. So socials will give us 6,000 finance points. Footmen, champions, shield bearers, spearmen, hound masters, convicts, conscripts, and conscripts gain the Andoran equipment feat. What does that do? 3% the maximum HP. So that helps us not as much as you'd think. Only one of our units would get 3% more HP. It's 3% of 24. Not a lot. Okay. Darren. We get 28 Hedge Knights are recruited by the commander's headquarters. And Paladins, Cuirassiers, Wolf Riders, Hedge Knights, Raiders, and Light Cavalry gain the excellent horses. So we haven't gotten our next level of cavalry units. We haven't gotten like a cavalry. I guess we have light cavalry. Is that what we have? I think so. Okay. Wojif, let them become mercenaries. 28 Hedge Knights are recruited. And all mercenary units gain the Attracted by Fame feat. Unit has +1 AC to all saving throws. Or Lady Kenomi, I will act according to the will of Nerisian. 10 Cuirassiers, 30 champions, 30 marksmen are recruited. And we gain a morale bonus. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to accept their help. Commander, you've already demonstrated your defiance of the Royal Council. Do not cross the line that separates defiance from an open attack on Mendev's interests. The Royal Council will not forgive you for it. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? Merely a warning. Your actions, on the other hand, are indeed threatening to Mendev. Her Majesty has entrusted her kingdom to the Royal Council. It is their duty to oppose those who hurt her interests. By turning them against you, you leave them no choice but to start hurting you. The decision has been made, and it's final. Lady Konomi's hand twitches in frustration. There will be consequences, severe and unpleasant consequences. It will be virtuous and, what was it that dull priest used to say? Upright. Every pure soul has the right to be pushing up daisies for Galarian. Not to mention the Andoran cavalry has the best horses, and I've been thinking about purchasing a stallion. That will be all. I hope you are pleased with the work of the Diplomatic Council. I doubt that the capital will henceforth be inclined to involve you in matters of politics, Commander. You may give your demon war your undivided attention. Good. That is what I'm here for, not your political games. I'm here to win a war, not make Mendev happy. Okay. I'm curious to see what happens here. Like, we're going to make Mendev collapse, and we will rise from the ashes. It's not like they can assault us. And hey, we're going to get supplies from other people. The Crusade logistics have been reformed. Nice. Diplomatic relations have been improved. Have they? Nice. Alright, so we do have light cav. We have mounted scouts. Okay. We really need to get this upgraded. Which I'm guessing is military again. So we need to get our military up. Is there a way to, like, increase this quicker? I'm not sure. We can do a relic. The help of noble houses. Marksmen and cuirassiers. That's a lot of money. Commander's parade. Development. How do we get this? Not enough resources. Okay, so we can make an outpost into a bastion. 1/4 of the outpost level with 3 out of 4 construction slots filled can be upgraded to a bastion level. Okay. How many of those do we have? So that one. Has it been this one that we built? Yeah, that one. And probably this one down here. Yeah. Okay. I mean, honestly, this is probably the one we want to upgrade, but we still have 4 days before it's finished. But we're just missing 500 material points. How many material points do we have? How much does it cost to buy these? Could I buy, like, I don't know. Can I buy 500? Yeah, it's not too bad. 12,000 gold. Do that. And we can do this. How long does it take? 7 days. Yeah. Get a bastion built. I mean, we could do this one. It's kind of wasted, I think. For now, I think, you know, this one, that one, or, you know, one on the front line would be better. Okay. I think we're done here. So now we got to decide where we're going to go next. Maybe we'll go west this time. Instead of south. We need to take a look at our quest log. Okay, so Outcast, we're waiting. Secrets of Creation, I think, gotta go to the Heart of Mystery. Know Thy Enemy, explore the Ivory Sanctum. I'm pretty sure that, like I said, I think this is like the main quest. Visit the Blackwater Clan Settlement. Treasures of the Midnight Isle, so we still gotta do that. Price of Knowledge. Then the Identity of the Mad Elf Woman. Wow, this is like a long thing. Who is she? What do I have to do for that, though? I don't know. Just old drawings. We need to get down there for that. That's kind of far, though. Night Gambler. Finian's Awakening. We have to talk to him. We'll do that right now. Wait for things to unfold. Maximize all Crusader stats. Pursuit of the Past. Restoring the Broken Gauntlet. We can check to see if that's been done too. Alright, Finian, my man. I don't know why I get so bright there. Want to chat? You got ambushed, or we got ambushed, by cultists who spoke of some bladesmith. I suspect you might know him. Finian's tone is grim. All too well. He was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimen they wanted from you, but maybe they thought I had stolen something from them? Wait, I just remembered something. His voice turns hopeful. That bladesmith's workshop was just outside Eyes, right by the walls. If Gorum willing, we are ever in those parts, I'll beat the hell out of that scumbag for all he did to me. Ha! Finding those cultists was a stroke of luck. I'm ready to leap into battle right now. Just say the word. It's like I can feel the newfound strength. When you go to Eyes, make sure you bring me along. That's gonna be a while away. If you feel like chatting, I'll always be here. 210 XP. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to Blackwater. I think that's what I've decided. But I do want to go talk to the storyteller, see if I can make those gauntlets yet. All right. Onward. Basically his voice actor. That's how good of an impression that was. Hand over the bloodstained page. I found it in the molten core. The storyteller cringes and puts his hand on the bloodstained page. His face contorts into a painful grimace, his voice trembling with terror. No! He is here again! That terrible, grating voice! The horrific semblance of a face! The monstrous appearance, myriad insects forming a body with 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me and the disgusting creature attacks my flesh, covering me. They are eating me. They are hungry and will devour everything except my eyes and tongue so that I can see this damn page, so that I can translate the runes written in the ancient, long-forgotten elven language. And I translate. It hurts so much. I tried to lie to him. I changed the translation, but he saw through my lie. He got angry. No, I'm not lying. I'm not. He takes one of the insects from my face and squishes it with his fingers over the inkwell. Then he dips the quill in it and writes with my blood right over the runes. And I continue to dictate. Calistria, when will this be over? Let me die. Xanthir, let me die. The storyteller jerks his hand back terrified. Oh gods. Such horrible tortures. This poor man was tortured to the crypt. to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became thick like molasses. My mind is drowning in it. My own memories are hidden by these images of horror. I can try to get through them, but I will need your help. Tell me everything you've seen and heard. I will try to lean on your words, to use them as a light in the darkness of my forgotten past. The storyteller takes the blood-stained page carefully, and as though handling a dangerous insect. I see a magic shape. There's a force pulsating in the center. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was its central point? Its magic knot? A dead man. They killed the crusader and conducted the ritual over his corpse. The center of the magic shape was a prisoner. They conducted the ritual over a lava lake. I don't remember. A dead man? The storyteller frowns. A dead man? I don't understand. I feel something else. A life. A living soul in the eye of the whirlwind. I don't understand how one ritual can tie up the energies of death and the abyss. Their currents in the world's ephemera are contra-directional. The storyteller sighs weakly. Forgive me, Commander. I cannot get any further. Everything is vague and unclear. The screams of the poor lad keep ringing in my ear. No! Okay, I can't do the broken gauntlets. Okay, I think we're good. I wonder if I got that wrong. Did I get that wrong? Was it not a dead man? I don't know. Alright, let's sell. Oh, what? I've got a little gift for you, Commander. Like a conjurer, Wilker produces a fairly large purse from somewhere under his shirt. The lads decided to chip in. You've been taking care of us, Commander, so we decided to take care of you. Please, take this gift. Get yourself a magic ring or a new helmet. We'll be very happy if you do. Thank you. Take this gold and all of you raise a glass to my health instead. Add these funds to the campaign war chest. We'll get more use out of it that way. No, thank you. 5,000 gold. It's from the bottom of our hearts, Commander. Sell. 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 Is that a war priest thing? Fervor? I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. I'll sell it. Hold on to these things. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright, so we need to go to... I forgot we had to go to the temple and get some... remove blindness scrolls. As well. Man, it's super dark, isn't it? My goodness. Oh, it's nighttime. I wonder if he's gambling. Little gambler. There he is. Yeah, I caught you red-handed. The soldier stares at his cards in the dim light of a candle stub. Deal me 2 more. I'll double down. Coins clink as they land on the barrel. Deal me another one. What? Another one? Are you bluffing, you little shit? Wait until we lay down our cards and you'll see if I'm bluffing. You don't immediately recognize Social's voice. In battle, he is quiet and composed. But now you can hear furious, passionate excitement in his words. Fine, you scumbag, I'll call. Deal me another one as well. Excitement, passion, and tension seem to hang over the improvised table. It feels like lightning about to strike. Say nothing. Damn it, I'm out. The soldier angrily throws his cards on the barrel. Go on, show us what you've got. Read them and weep. Social reveals his cards with a gloating laugh. Nothing but junk. I knew it. You holier-than-thou types can't bluff. I was, and you fell for it. With this, Socio slams a card on each of the soldier's shoulder. Like, epaulets? And places the rest of the cards on top of his opponent's head. Now you've done it, you. The soldier grabs Socio by the collar. The cleric immediately raises his fist as if he expected it. At this point, one of the other players spots you in the shadows. Hey, there's someone over there. We've been caught. The jig's up. Let's bail. The candle stub is snuffed out. The cards are scattered onto the mud. After a moment, only the embarrassed Socio remains. What are you doing here? His voice no longer holds excitement. We did nothing wrong. Well, tempers flared a bit, but that's usual. That usually doesn't happen, I swear it. I was worried that you'd gotten yourself into trouble. Do you think this is an appropriate place for a cleric to be spending his time? Do you think this is an appropriate place for you? Where? Amidst the soldiers resting between battles? Where I can monitor how they are coping with everything they've seen and done? Yes, I think it's a very appropriate place for a cleric. I know you would never lie to me, so I think you must be lying to yourself. You didn't come here to minister to the soldiers. Why else would I come here then? To win a copper or two? You provoked that soldier. You were practically begging for a fight. I was? No, you misunderstood. That was... Socio searches for the right words to explain himself, but grows dejected and lowers his eyes. You're right. Shame on me. I provoked the fight. I behaved unacceptably. Forgive me, Shellen. Don't be foolish. You're mortal just like the rest of us. Not some all-powerful deity of mercy. You need time to relax. Like the rest of us, please be honest with yourself. I'm glad you realize it. Perhaps you should also confess it to your goddess. Don't be foolish. You need to relax too. After a long silence, Socio nods. Thank you. It's all jumbled up in my head. This war and the horrors it holds. The soldiers. And what they would tell me in their confessions. My own responsibilities. Lines from Holy Scripture. In the midst of all this, it's easy to forget I have my own needs and desires. Thank you for reminding me. Cleric picks up a dirty playing card and twists it in his fingers. I will not come here again. Please, don't forbid these games. Things here are mostly civil. I swear, aside from the rare heated argument. I'll be honest. I miss playing cards. That excitement when you have almost no chance of winning and the risk is high, even though the stakes aren't life or death. Just a handful of coppers. But I'll try to find a less destructive outlet. Perhaps I'll speak to Erebeth and ask her to play chess with me. I wonder what will come of it. Socio smiles. Thanks for your help clearing my mind. Good night. Alright. 700 XP for that. Hi, I got a couple blind people I need to cure. Not me. I need your stuff. Blind. Wait. Remove? Remove. Do I have any? Before we... What do they look like? An eye. No. Okay. How many do we need? 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we go down here. Remove. Use. Good. Use. Use and use. Alright, and I do think that this current party I have right now is my favorite of the group. Woljif's good. I like Woljif, don't get me wrong. And he'll probably make appearances in the party. As the main person will switch out with Grey Boar. When I feel like we need more magic. But I really like the Titan Fighter. I'm not gonna lie. And I think we have maybe crippled Woljif a bit. With two-handed fighting with scimitars. And he has no strength. I know we could respec him to make him not a two-handed warrior. But... Or two-weapon warrior. I also feel like the dual wielding is maybe a part of him a bit. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to head out west this time. We're going to be heading all the way down here. It's going to take a day, 9 hours. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Oh, we should have bought some... whatchamacallits. The food stuff. I forgot to do that. We need to buy like 1,000 of that just to make sure we never have to run out of those again. wonder how much they weigh.
The heartbeat quickens.
Oh, hi, demons. Hi. Hi. Try and distract him with that. Then you move out. And it's haste. Turn that off.
No match for me.
33. I don't like you guys. I don't like you guys at all. Good. That's not going well. Damn. Alright, you can't move, so... Good hope.
You had your chance.
Good.
Run them through.
Go for their heart.
Oh, he's gonna...
This pain is excruciating. This obstacle.
I was gonna say he's gonna, I don't know what I was gonna say. I already forgot. Try that. Hey, he failed, but he's immune to it. Son of a bitch.
They'll beg me to stop.
Simply business.
Finish him.
Out of my way.
Excellent. Alright, we're gonna sleep here. Gonna do that. Can't make it. Or we don't have any, right? Just to be sure. Yeah. We need to get purifying solution. A lot of it. So they took out the thing where you could have like a character have like a trait kind of thing. I missed that. I thought that was a really cool feature. Alright. Rest. So, you're not a human. You're a kitsune. Ha! You deceived everyone. Well played. According to the definition I have gathered, deception is the deliberate dissemination of false information with the aim of misleading one's interlocutor. I never knowingly misled anyone about my nature, and what's more, I could not have done so given my ignorance of it. What conclusion does this bring us to? I did not deceive anyone. Except yourself, maybe. The ultimate deception. Alright.
Head on.
Let's get out of here. If I can find the exit. There it is. Another day spent in the world wound. Alright. How are we doing over here? Nothing to do. Really stagnating. That's alright. How are we doing on supplies? We're getting a ton of finance points a day. I like that. Material points are going up pretty high too. I like it. Alright, keep moving. Spotted enemies. Let's kill them. Nobody escapes us. You know what I've realized is, you know that kobold dude? We haven't gotten like a message from her or anything. You remember he was like a pivotal person you could talk to in Dresden in the Baron playthrough. Oh, I didn't even see that. No. No. Say it isn't so. Why can't I charge? What the fuck? Okay. Worth it. Worth it. Ow. Alright. Study him and kill him. Easy. No! Not supposed to be more of you.
Out of my sight.
I'll cut you wide open. Go. No match.
Come on. Good. Wow. Okay.
I will see to your demise.
Move up.
Spirits demand your blood.
All of you move on up.
Reason. Beg me to stop.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Dude. I can... Stop hitting me. Damn it. How rude. Okay. It's because those Nabasu really quickly. Also, this fast healing stuff is fantastic. I love it. Like, we're gonna heal up by the time we get there, so we don't have to rest for healing. Alright. Keep moving. Kingdom stuff. 2 new events. The end of the world. Priests of various faiths are asking the commander to banish the followers of a small sect that believe in the imminent demise of Galarian. These doomsayers scorn the gods with their words and demand that everyone bow down before the inevitable end. Send them on a suicide mission. 3,000 experience for military. Silence them. 4,000 leadership experience. Permit them to preach. Morale reduced by 30%, or 30, rather. But recruitment grows by 15% for 30 days. Reconcile them. Morale increases, energy points, income increased by 3 for 30 days. I want the military XP. The sectarians do not fear death and are always ready for deadly missions. The officers give them the most dangerous tasks, and this both helps the crusade and satisfies other priests. After all, dead sectarians start no arguments. Usually. A young Hell Knight by the name of Yakur has arrived in Dresden for an official meeting with the commander. Okay. And military looks like is ready to level up too. I think we might have to wait a day for the trigger though. And hopefully this gets us our cavalry units. Alright. A ruined settlement that used to belong to one of the clans of ancient Sarkorius. Oh, we should have bought Olbrig. Damn. The Blackwater clan. There's not a single representative of the clan among the refugees who managed to escape from the demonic invasion. Most probably the clan was destroyed completely. I suppose we could go up and search the sacred lands instead. And then teleport back to Dresden, get Olbrig, and come back. It's kind of... It's not like we have a time limit. You know what? Fuck it. We don't have a time limit, right? I want to bring Olbrig to this. So, go to the Citadel and then come back. I guess we should rest as well, since we just traveled like, I don't know, 10 hours. Yep. Oh, Yakur's gonna want to talk to us too. Sorry if that was that was a bit of a wasted journey there, but that is one of the things I wanted to focus on was Olbrig. A familiar figure clad in black armor appears before you and ceremoniously offers a salute. Greetings, Knight Commander. Yakur Enkel from Paralictor Deringer's squad. or Derange's squad. At your service. I'm afraid it's becoming a habit. Once again, I bring dire news. Yacker shrugs apologetically. He casts a nervous sideways glance at his superior officer. Paralictor, while you've been following the Knight Commander, much has happened at our outpost. Enough empty chatter, Knight. Give your report. Although Regel's tone remains as dispassionate as ever, his gaze has grown in intensity. He watches Yacker like a predatory beast prowling ever closer to its prey. Yacker snaps to attention and repeats a message he's clearly taken pains to memorize. Reporting to whom it may concern, a group of Hell Knights has vanished under suspicious circumstances. They were last seen on the road to the occupied city of Iz. The Knights were escorting a group of cultists and carrying letters captured in a recent raid on an underground hideout. They disappeared after reporting their approach to our outpost. And the chapter's quarter there failed to find any traces of the missing knights. The situation is highly abnormal. Such a large squad could have fallen in battle, but they could hardly have vanished into thin air without so much as a sign of struggle. Powerful demonic forces might be involved in their disappearance. Thus, we inform Dresden about the incident and plead for help in our investigation. Tell me about the hideout. It was a secret hideout consisting of a large warehouse and several workshops which produced equipment for cultist cells all over Mendev. We had been tracking the cultists for a while before finally locating and attacking them. Strangely, our intelligent reports had indicated that several powerful demons were always present inside the hideout, but our strike team only found mortals. We captured and escorted them to our outpost for questioning. What of this outpost where the knights were last seen? As I understand it, Paralictors Rinth, Tai, and Deathan informed you about the outpost during their visit to Dresden. While we finished its construction just a few days ago, it's already our largest staging ground in Eastern Worldwound. We have a small permanent garrison stationed there, and we use it as a resting area for the Hell Knights involved in various expeditions. Fine, I'll take care of it. Reggie waves Yacker away, then sets his pale yellow eyes on you. We must visit the Hell Knight outpost as soon as we can. I suggest you treat this incident as seriously as possible. It might have unexpected consequences. Okay. Sure, buddy. I'll get right on that. I guess while we're here, we can, buy that, purifying solution. Alright. Fireball, please. Shall I grant you a little honesty, Rochelet? I'm an oracle, which means that one day a great external force changed my life without asking permission. Desna did the same to you. Does that not bother you? Not even a little bit? Desna opened my eyes. She did not force me to do anything. But I understand why you see a similarity. I never considered that you and I had anything in common before now. That was a scroll of fireball. Always nice. We need to use the scrolls more. Like I talked up her scroll use, and I hardly ever use it. Alright. Any new things on the... Does it give me an exclamation mark when there is? I would really like to rank up my military while we're here. A report. The Andoran Expeditionary Corps is on its way to Dresden to march down its paved streets and praise the commander, whose devotion to the cause was stronger than the politics. Awesome. Love to hear it. I swear, if we like take a few steps out of Dresden and it's like, oh, the military wants to talk, I'll be pissed. Just talk to me now. And we really haven't done a whole lot this episode, have we? We've been walking around in circles, basically. I can't believe we've already almost completed the episode.
I lead, you follow.
Alright. The streets, please. Yeah, Who is it that we need to talk to get these supplies? Does Wilker have the purifying solution? Is it the priestess? Is it the tavern? Do all of them have it? I don't know. Guess we'll find out in a moment. Wilker, I need purifying solution. A lot of it. Hello, Dorglinda. Show me what you have. Boom. Oh, did I see it there? Let me just... Okay, he doesn't have any. What about you? Nope. This is where it would be, right? Or would it be in here? I don't have any, so I can't tell. Surely the blacksmith wouldn't have it. I'm guessing the tavern would be the most likely person to have it. Right? They cook. Oh, we actually have a couple people down here, don't we? Oh, there's CR. Little bastard. Gonna rub it in his face. You're still here, buddy? What do you want, murderer? Morvig went to get a sword dedicated to the god Gorm. He was gravely wounded. I found him and tried to help, but the relic's power had already consumed him. Sierra cuts across you with a howl of rage. He's dead! You're telling me you helped him? I don't believe a word you say. Make all the excuses you want, but his death is on your conscience. No, it's not. Then go away and leave me alone. Fucking... I don't like him. I do not like him. Maybe it's not in there. Cheese, butter. Is all this cooking stuff? I'm gonna take it all. Man, you're charging a lot for this stuff, my man. But I'll take it. Okay.
Onwards.
To the tavern. He's got 25 of them. And I was looking in the wrong spot, apparently. Take them all. And you know what? This is all food. Take it all. Jesus. He is charging an arm and a leg for this stuff. My goodness. Okay. I guess we can, if it doesn't bring us to like the city map and just puts us outside, we can go talk to Wilker. Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to Wilker. He might have some more now that I know where to look. Because food is very useful. I think, anyway. Especially the fatigue one. It means we will potentially have to worry less about, you know, the corruption. So it's in here. Okay, you don't have any. Actually, I have something for you, though. Yeah, just that, I think. Okay, now we can leave. Off we go. Isn't it nice that I don't have to worry about... I don't think I have to worry about time. I'm almost confident you don't. Alright, so... We'll break... Oh, fuck. Gotta get rid of those negative levels on him. How annoying. We're never getting out of here. Pick up the pace, my man. Alright, I need restoration. The greater one. I don't have a whole lot of those left. Olbrig. There we go. Now we can go. I'll take Ulbrig. And then, you know, that's it. Ulbrig for Greyboar. Area exit. Oops, not you. The whitish locks of hair on his head. Yeah, he's still got quite a bit of purple though. I think he's got a little bit longer before he dies from the bleaching. I wonder how old he is. I don't remember much about like those kinds of details about him. Ah. But we need Vedril. Ah, son of a bitch. I guess it's closer, so we should go there first. One day, guys. One day. We'll make it out of Dresden. But I mean, it's on the way, so really it would be stupid of us to skip over it. I suppose we could take him instead of Ninio, and then we could just do both of them. I really like having Ninio, though. So, yep. We'll just have to make a trip back to Dresden after we get done with this quest. That's okay. That is okay. Now, I do think there's a time limit if you want to do the secret ending of the game. I do think you have to do that by a certain date or on a certain date or something like that. Set out. I swear to God, it's the damn council meeting, isn't it? You know what? I really want to do that. We're not gonna have enough time in this episode to do this quest anyway. So go back. Oh, son of a bitch. Who the hell is this close to Dresden? This episode should be, if I was doing titles for this series, it should be The Escape from Dresden. My goodness.
I'll rip you apart.
Gonna rip us apart. Bang. Hi. Aren't you guys just lovely individuals?
You are today's sacrifice.
Do.
Precision and grace.
Oh, that should have killed him. Ow. Out of my way. I just wait for him. Oh, I guess I could have attacked him.
No match for me. They'll beg me to stop.
I'm okay waiting for him. There we go. See, at least we got a little bit of combat in this episode with the random encounters. It's not all bad. Gotta have some action in every episode, right? Although those Kingmaker episodes where we just, I think there was like 2 of them where it was just straight episodes of me in the kingdom management menu, whatever. That was interesting. I had fun, but I don't know how fun it was to watch. Enter the Citadel. Every week, new soldiers and mercenaries arrive to join the crusade. To recruit them into your army, you need to hire them. And they ask for money. Like, what the hell? Isn't it enough to save the world? Who are you? Lathamus. An older man in dusty traveling clothes waves at you. His face is tanned, but his gray eyes are bright. Commander? Aren't you the commander? Well met. My name is Lathamus the Antiquarian, and I study ancient relics. Perhaps you've heard of me. Though if you haven't, it doesn't matter. An antiquarian? Do you sell anything? He shrugs. Alas, I don't. They call me the Antiquarian because of my love of ancient times that might otherwise seem mundane and useless. Ancient items, rather. Do you understand the principles of archaeology? Sometimes even a shard from an old oil lamp is enough to shine a light on the darkness of history. I've never heard of you. I don't chase glory. It's enough for me to know that I bring knowledge to the people of Golarion. Some have used my discoveries to earn fame and fortune. But I remain a simple antiquarian. What do you want? I'm planning a rather dangerous expedition, and I will need the help of a strong, skilled warrior. Not without recompense, of course. I found an ancient map leading to a certain cave system, a dragon burial ground. But it wasn't merely a place where old dragons came to die. I have a theory that once upon a time, a great battle took place in these caves, and many relics and artifacts were left behind. You're waging a long and difficult war. Help me uncover the secrets of the dragon burial ground, and I will give you all of my savings. Believe me, I've earned a lot during my years of travel. All I need is for someone to clear the way down in the caves. Who knows what sort of demons inhabit that place now? Tell me the details. Of course. What do you want me to do, or why do you want me to get personally involved? You could just ask me to send an armed escort with you on this expedition. He looks around. Don't think I'm trying to disparage them, but they're ordinary soldiers after all. What if we discover treasure down below? Will they resist the allure of gold and for the sake of science? Will they keep our expedition a secret even if my competitors promise them huge sums of money? No, I'm sorry, but I will only rely on someone who is trusted by the Queen. Oh, you're picking the wrong guy, to be honest. Where did you get this map? I bartered it from a ranger in exchange for an amulet. The ranger wasn't keen on going deeper into the world wound, and I doubt he even understood how valuable this map might be for science. I dare say he made a poor bargain. Tell me about your theory. I'm interested in dragon history from the days of Apsu and the creation of Dahak up to now. But dragons are reclusive creatures, and they don't enjoy discussing their history with strangers. Sure, we know about many historical conflicts involving dragons, but as for large-scale battles between dragons, they prefer to keep quiet about those, and thus we historians remain in the dark. And then suddenly I find a map that identifies this cave system and its surrounding areas as a dragon burial ground. But mass burial sites are so uncharacteristic of their kind. Dragons are reclusive by nature, both in life and in death. I assume an ancient battlefield awaits us there. But who fought whom and for what cause? This is what we have to find out. Can you imagine? We could discover a brand new, hitherto unknown page of history. Apsu, Dahak, who are they? Apsu is known as the god of metallic dragons. At the dawn of time, he was born from the purest waters, and together with his dreaded spouse, whose name I am afraid to say, he sired many creatures in a multitude of worlds. His kingdom lies far beyond this world, among flying islands and wandering stars. Dahak, his proud and fearless son, was one of the first dragon gods. He chose the path of destruction instead of creation. He settled in hell, founding his own kingdom of flames and agony. The Hawk fought alongside his father and the other gods to defeat Rovagug. Yet after the battle, he swore that one day he would return and destroy Apsu once and for all. He still dwells in his hellish palace, finding new ways to wreak havoc on Galarian. Such is his uncontrollable nature. What do you hope to find? I seek evidence that a raging battle was fought there, and perhaps also evidence of the reason for such a conflict. Dragons would not gather together for such a large-scale battle over some petty, inconsequential feud. Oh no, they must have had a serious reason. And that, perhaps, is the biggest mystery of all dragonkind. I've heard enough. And what's your decision? Yeah, I'll help. Splendid. Lathamus smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his observant gray eyes. I shall immediately head to the cave entrance and wait for you there. I think I can handle this part of the journey, but as for the dangers that wait below, I fear I know nothing about them. Alright, more dragon stuff. Oh, I have to wait a day for this thing, don't I? Fuck me. I'm just gonna wait a day. Just skip a day. This part's kind of annoying that once you reach the level, you have to wait a day for this to trigger, and then you have to wait another day for this to trigger. It's just kind of a bit redundant. Alright. Well, not redundant, but a waste of time? Like it should just trigger. And then we have to wait for these loading screens. Man. Ooh, grab a copy of the original adventure path for the Pathfinder tabletop RPG. That sounds like it could be fun. Commander, we managed to defeat Korra's host. The remnants of his army have retreated to lick their wounds, and we must use this opportunity to go on the offensive. But right now, our army is not fully prepared to begin such an expansion. The further we advance into the enemy territory, the more we'll need strong and mobile cavalry. I propose we replenish our forces with light cavalrymen. Mendev could offer us plenty. There are many lone paladins on Galarian, like me, who travel and help the needy. Shall we call them to our aid? Cavalry is a crucial element of the army, one that's difficult to replace. Mendevian knights often sacrifice their defense in favor of offensive power, and it is time to put an end to this wastefulness. All riders must be encased in heavy cuirasses or armor, so as to avoid unnecessary losses. Why don't we call the wild raiders from the western steppes? They're descendants of fleeing Sarkorians, and they hate demons for destroying their homeland. A promise of vengeance and loot is all it would take for their tribes to join us. In my long and productive life, I've taken assignment involving knights, nomads, and other targets who enjoyed prancing about on horses. And let me tell you, the hardest of those targets were hedge knights. They are true dogs of war who don't have a homeland. But what they do have is experience in a sharp blade. If you need cavalry, I say they're your guys. Cavalry. Now they're always a serious threat on the battlefield, and not just riders on horseback. The fiercest fighters of all the cavalry I've ever seen are the wolf riders from the Verduran forest. Maybe we could try to recruit them. Advisors. Sela. The gods have blessed them with strength, protected them against darkness and corruption. They spend their whole lives training and performing great deeds. Destroying evil is what they live for, and it's what they do better than anyone. Wenderog looks as if she's ready to spit on the floor. She hisses through her teeth. You think those do-gooders understand anything about true slaughter? Reggie? There is a certain breed of fighter who thinks that the glory they win on the battlefield justifies any amount of risk, that may be acceptable for them, but it is not acceptable for their commanding officers. Wasting cavalry and daring attacks only saps the strength of our own army. We must see to it that all riders are equipped with the best armor, the kind that will provide the highest chance of survival on the battlefield. I would also advise against recruiting any glory seekers or protectors of high ideals to serve as our cavalry, for the aforementioned reasons. Captain Odin prims his lips and says forcefully, "The riders of Mendev aren't accustomed to fearing for their hides. Your demands, Vegel, may lead them to believe that you don't trust them, or even worse, suspect them of cowardice." Greybor, I once had a contract to kill a highborn baron. A famed warrior never went anywhere without an escort. So I prepared an ambush for his entourage on a forest road in the dark. The screams of the baron when he and his horse fell into the spiked pit, and above him, there was a slaughter going on. I showed myself, split open the head of the nearest guard, and darted into the bushes. They followed, right into my trap. Crossbows, wooden stakes, sticking out of the ground, all sorts of things. Arrows flying about everywhere, shouting. They made such a racket that they scared themselves. They thought they'd been hit by a whole gang of assailants. In any case, the knights who served the Baron because of their oath got the jitters and bolted, even his kin. But the 2 hedge knights he hired fought like wild beasts. Those were worthy opponents indeed. It's simple. They know that if they don't win, they don't get a single coin. Hedge knights are seasoned folk. They've been around, dangerous too. They fight for victory and gold, not for honor or glory. They don't care if their tactics are cheap. If they can kill the enemy, they will. I doubt the people you've described even have the right to call themselves knights. I'm not keen on fighting side by side with someone who sees the Crusades as a chance to make a fortune. Windu, who are these raiders? I heard about them from well, he called himself a horse trader, but I quickly realized he was just a common horse thief. His goods were worth a look, though, and the trader himself was interesting. Brash, sinewy, his eyes fearless. He had clearly come from a hardy people. I wanted to find out where to find people like him, so I asked him about his homeland. When Sarkoris fell, many barbarians fled to the west, onto the steppes. The land is barren there, life is miserable, and one has to roam, stopping at nothing to survive, including robbery, be it from a stranger or your neighbor. That is how the barbarians have lived generation after generation, and their harsh struggle has purged all the cowardice of their forefathers from their blood. They are now a people of savage riders, ruthless robbers, and skilled masters of survival. Raids have become their main trade, and the most respected warriors among them are those who return from battle with the most loot. If you become their leader, my lord, some of those trophies will be yours. And the success of our campaign will depend upon them. It's possible that we're better off not using cavalry at all than asking for their services. Obrig, who are the Wolf Riders? The Verduran Forest is a perilous place, and the people who live there are harsh folk. They're almost like us. They fight against all kinds of wild fae, overgrown bugs, and other oglins. One of the groups that live in the forest is a halfling tribe. What the gods deny them in stature, they more than made up for in ferocity. And they're wolf riders. They're like beasts astride beasts. The point is, they're well used to cutting off oglin heads in their forests. They'll fit right in here. A warrior's size is no obstacle to prowess by any means, but the notion of wolves as mounts does not stand up to scrutiny. They cannot wear any proper armor, and without it, their first battle will be their last. Why can't they? Captain, light cavalry may be inferior to knights as far as equipment quality goes, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Firstly, the lightness of the armor gives them maneuverability, and secondly, many noble offsprings who have battle skills and a fast horse, but can't afford expensive armor will gladly answer our call, eager to earn glory with their feats. So long as they don't flee the battlefield first on those very same fast horses, they're lovers of glory and easy victories. Alright. The Paladins. So we could get Paladins, which obviously are likely really strong, I'd imagine. 91 hit points, decent AC, damage 15 to 22. Much stronger than these guys, yeah. These guys are all tanky, right? 377 hit points, Jesus. 23 AC. Not the best damage, though. The Hedge Knights. You get 10 to 21 damage. 151 HP, 19 AC. So they're more tanky than the Paladins, but don't do as much damage. Only by 1 though. Well, they have a lower low end though. Okay. The Western Steppes for the Raiders, who deal 16 to 21. They have 169 HP and 21 hit points. They seem like they are better than the Paladins. I'm sure the Paladins have like Smite though. That might be a thing. They do 1 less damage, the higher low end, better AC, better health. So right out of the Raiders are in the lead. The Wolf Riders, that sounds interesting. More hit points, more AC. Not a lot of damage though. But they have 2 attacks. So maybe. Or we could go with the Light Cavalry. I mean, we already have convicts. Not convicts. Is it convicts? Yeah, we have convicts in the party. We already have. Who's the other? We don't. They're not called raiders, right? Who are the bandits? We have bandits, right? You can get raiders too. I'm between them and the Hedge Knights. I mean, can I get both of them up at the same time? No. Okay. So Hedge Knights, 151, 19 AC, 1021. I guess they hit better. They have better hit chance. Plus 21, plus 16. I kind of want to go with the Hedge Knights. Just because I'm kind of afraid that they're going to have the bad morale of the convicts. We'll go Hedge Knights. We'll pay Hedge Knights as much as it takes. These people may not have given any oaths or solemnly swore their loyalty, but they fight far better than most. With that, this meeting is adjourned. Alright. So now, I wonder if that puts us at 8, having increased cavalry units. Surely, right? Surely we were close to 8 already. And with that power boost. We're still not 8? Oh my god, it's only 15 of them. Yikes. Okay, well. Guess we have to wait to recruit them. Church guards? Who are you guys? And why can't I recruit you yet? Dresden. Do I have any space left? Yeah, I do. Okay. So how do we get the church people? Oh, we can build the market now. Which we should definitely do. Right there. Saboteur, Sanctuary. Increases energy become by 4. Okay, we should get this too. Increases energy income. Shelter's the one that allows me to sleep, right? Okay. Main Spellcaster's Lodge. This is it. Okay. Let me get this built. We need more material. Need about 600. There, that's fine. Alright. We want this next to +1 to AC, 10% HP, or 10% damage. More attack. I'm gonna build it right here. Get the AC up and more health. We want them to be a little bit more beefy than what they would normally be. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And that's going to take how long? 5 days? Okay. Alright guys, and with that, we're going to end the episode there. Thank you for joining us on this kind of cyclical episode where we just kept going back to Dresden, back to Dresden, back to Dresden. But next episode, we'll go help the Hell Knights out. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.